Alrighty, good morning, good evening, and or afternoon. Happy time zone. Wow. Hit Monday. I didn't end up streaming on Saturday, not because of them CSR playoffs, but because they were doing construction on Saturday for whatever reason, and I didn't want to deal with it. They're gone. Hopefully they're gone for another month before coming back, but still, quite annoying. But yes, we are back. Lighter Dank, thank you for 21 months. Bonjour to you as well. Right, okay. Thank you for the 75. That's a lot of months. And Midnight, thank you for the 23. A tier 3 for 23 months. It is. I do appreciate the support, all three of you. Allowing me to do what I can do. I did get a lot of progress done on the skills video, but I'm definitely not going to get it out in the time frame that I want it to. So I'll probably just edit or take the time after stream today and just edit probably the Mega Crops video, I think would be the easiest, and just get that out there. Should be like how long did it take me to do all the Mega Crops? I guess I had to go to Ginger Island, so it probably took me longer than I would like. But I don't have to do any like narrative stuff for it, so it shouldn't take me very long to actually make, is my thought process. It might take me 2 days to edit. But that's like a 5-hour run, right? I guess I can look. How long was that run? Video storage, Mega Crops. How long? Okay, I don't need to hear myself play. How long is this? 4 hours and 17 minutes. How long did it take me exactly? 4 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, that's like an hour edit. Yeah, I'd say I had a pretty good weekend. It was fun watching MCSR. Again, I didn't stream on Saturday not because of MCSR. I was planning on streaming that day, but construction was going on and I just didn't want to deal with it, so I decided to just watch MCSR. But yeah, that was a fun watch. Hacks won, which was fun. He also shouted out Stardew because he said it's a game that he wanted to play, which was fun. Minecraft and construction, how ironic. Yeah. W hacks, yes. That was fun. Still crazy that Sky Crab literally could have won against his round. If he just died one less time, we would have had Sky Crab in the finals, which would have been crazy. The crab. Alright, well, apparently I let ads run, but I will play connections anyways because I have it loaded up. So it's not gonna let me run ads. That's fine. Silver, mint, study time, fix, budding, mass bundle, fresh, current, wad, sand, naive. I think that's naive and not native. Fortune, length, new. Budding, fresh, wad.
Donating to the Shave the Scruff Fund.
Yeah, I should have done that this weekend. It's fine. Thank you for 100 bits though. Study, bundle. Bundle. Fortune. Length, new. Mint, new. Fresh. Is it budding? budding, like it's like, you know, it's getting there, but it's not like, you know, but it's like almost there. Mint, fresh, new. Silver, study time, fixed budding, wad, sand. I think it's just budding. Nah, it's not. I don't know what it is. Time, fixed, budding, mass, bundle, current, wad, sand, native, fortune, length. What is like new condition or like good condition? Like it's fresh out of the gate. It's mint, you know, new. I don't get it. And before it's budding and not mint. Cause, but I mean, mint kind of means new, but I'm thinking mint is more of like a card reading, like it's a mint edition, where like fresh is like, oh, it's fresh on the market, oh, it's budding, so it's new, it's like it's about to blossom, and then you have new being new. And I got one missing from this, so it's like I'm gonna go with my original thought of mint, but it's like I don't know what else it could be. Current. Mass. Fix. Naive. Length. Is there like different measurements like length, mass, time? It's not width. What else would there be? Mass, length. Silver, mint, study, fix, budding, bundle, fresh, current. Wad? Wad an acronym for something that I don't remember? Wad an acronym? He's gonna be so disappointed when I read chat because she probably already sees it. But it's been 10 years. Actually, that's technically not true because I was in school when COVID happened, and COVID happened 6 years ago. I haven't been in school for 6 years. Oh, is it current? Like, not currency, but like electrical current? I feel like that's wrong because that's like watts and amps. Current's like the actual thing, but you don't do any math with it. Right? That sounds right. But there might be. It's gonna give me one away, right? Oh, it was measured by. I figured it would have one because you would be able to judge the current of something, and then you would probably use like, you know, watts and amps to figure it out. So it would. It's more of the results. Whatever. Fix, wad, maybe. I don't really know any of the rest. Like, I know I have 3 of a kind when I did this. I don't know if it's budding or mint, but I still don't know what I still don't know what the other one would be. I don't know if it's budding or mint, to be quite honest. Silver. Bundle. Sand. Bundle. Wad. Wad. It'd be like fix, wad, bundle. I don't know. Sound like construction words to me. Fix something, you wad something together. You bundle something up. Fortune. Is there any like remove a letter type bullshit? I don't know. Alright, this is taking too long. I'm just gonna start guessing. Just switch this with fortune. Oh, it was budding. It's not mint. Interesting. That's that can give me a little bit better guesses. Fresh bundle. Maybe it's silver. I don't exactly know what wad means. One away. I feel like it's not fixed, but I don't really know. Don't really care. Experience. Night. That would make sense. Okay, that would make sense. I was thinking about it in a different way. I wasn't thinking inexperienced. I was thinking like new-ish or like fresh out on the market. You know, that was more my train of thought. But inexperienced makes sense with naive. Words after quick. Quick fix, quicksand, quicksilver, quick study. Bundle, fortune, mint, wad. Okay. Of average math over here. But I got the math one right, V. What do you mean? I got this one first try. I just had to think about it. I did. The only one I got right was the math one. What's the symbol for current? Symbol for current. Oh, it's amp. Oh, it's just an amp. Oh, okay. Currency is amperage. Yeah, okay. I mean, that would make sense. Different word. I don't have to teach physics anymore. and a half years and I've been free. True. E. Boop, boop. Anyways, happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Again, Saturday ended up being a bit of construction outside, and I didn't really want to deal with it on stream. And then yesterday I wanted to watch the MCSR playoffs finale, which was fun. And that, I got a little bit work done on the script for the skills video, but it's definitely not going to be a ton in the time frame that I want because more work is going into it than I originally thought. Surely 16 days wouldn't be that much of writing. I'm on day 8 in the script, and the page is 11, or I think I'm on day 8 and the script is like 9 or 10 pages long. So we're at more than a page worth of script per day, so that's fun. The video will probably be just as long as the perfection video, even though it's only 16 days. Fun. So it's taking me longer to actually do than I would like. That said, I will probably just post the Mega Crops video because that's just 5 hours of video watching and not doing any script work just so I can get something out. But yeah. You messaged me about the Bears game. True. It went to OT, right? I looked it up because my dad in the fam chat said go Bears. Oh, that's even worse. I didn't know how. I don't watch or like look it up. I just look at the final score. Also, their run game was cooked with the state of the field. Unfortunate. Run game? I thought they have a good quarterback. Why are they running? Didn't they get that, like, prodigy or whatever? I don't know what the weather conditions were. Learn your stats. Oh, man. I would love to dwell into the stats of what type of team the Bears are and how they get a majority of their yards. Oh man, that sounds like so much fun. I just hear who people get, and I know that they recently got a new QB who is supposed to be some prodigy type shit. So I assume his passing game was good. So I assume the Bears would be a majority passing team. Smelly it, thank you for the prime. I feel like somebody doesn't like Elliot, but I could be wrong. I am Elliot. Would Elliot's online username or his would Elliot's like pen name for his books, you know, for his online alias, would he go with Smelliot, or do you think he would? I feel like that's a Sam thing. I feel like Elliot would like literally just put his name. You know, I feel like if Elliot had Sam's personality, I can understand his username being Smelliot. But I feel like Elliot's just gonna put Elliot. This is his username, yeah, he wouldn't be Smelliot. Yeah. And obviously, like, there's weather conditions. Like, if it's snowing and raining, you're not gonna really be passing the ball. I don't know what the weather was. I'm two achievements away from 100%. How do you pursue a spouse into having kids? Keep their friendship high and just sleep. Sleep in bed with them. That's actually what you do. It's just a random chance every single night as long as you have the friendship requirement. So you just have to sleep days. Well, that's formed if you have a you know, if you're in a straight household. But according to Stardew Valley, if you are in a gay marriage, there's just a baby delivery service. Oh no, it asked you to adopt. I don't know why I thought it was just like a baby delivery service. It does ask you to adopt, doesn't it? I just find the thought like really funny of CA making it where the gay marriage is like, it's actually just like a pelican that like swoops down with the baby, you know, like in fairy tales. I don't know why I had that image just stuck in my head. A pelican. Pelican Town. It would make lore sense. It's Pelican Town. Of course it comes from a pelican. Mr. Key's delivery service branching out. The baby is easier to carry in the pouch. I wouldn't trust that. Pelicans are actually like crazy birds where they, if it can fit in their beak or gillard, I think is what it's called, they will eat it. Like there's just clips of them trying to eat like capybaras that are like way too big for their mouth, but they still try. They don't care. Spot 14. Holding down shift. Why is it not like the baby in a pelican mouth? Yeah. Pelicans are like the trash pandas of the bird world. They don't really care, they just attempt. Okay, I just realized, what the fuck is this tree doing here? It grew up so fast, too. Did anybody else just notice that tree before I did? It wasn't even a pine tree, because like it would make sense if it was a pine tree because it grew from the one tree that's grown on the right hand side, but that was a maple. Where did that seed come from? But the pelican planted it there. I didn't think of the MCSR playoffs. I mean, it was fun to watch. I didn't really have a horse in the race, you know, so it didn't really matter to me who really won. It's fun seeing hacks win back to back, but I mean, like, I guess I would have loved to see Skycrab win, but you know, out of the remaining semifinalists, feel bad for Infume though. 0-6 on the day. Yikes. That's not fun. But I mean, Skycrab was just fun to watch because he's literally just the dark horse of the event, right? Third place in his first playoffs, and like one less death would have beaten Hacks, right? He was outpacing Hacks. He just died more, so he lost. He was just straight up outpacing Hacks. Which is like, Hacks is known to be the outpacer. Which floor? Just switch between all the fives, or 45, 55, 65. Realistically, the best way to do it. Good watch. Anyways, we got a W Stardew reference out of hacks, so all that matters. I'm aware. I know Emerald has actually even done runs before. He has a better time than me in Hat Mouse, which is fun. Started speedrunning. Let him play the game casually first, please. He said he literally bought it like 2 weeks ago and has been meaning to play it. Let him play the game. Oh yeah, I'm sure. A lot of the MCSR guys would have insane. I would love to see him drag click the club attack though. That's the one thing that I would be willing to learn drag clicking for, just to see how fast you can drag click a club combo. Okay, that's fine. Green bean, cauliflower, potato. I can get away, like, you can get away without it because of the fact that you can alternate between left click and C, but it would still be interesting to actually see how it's could be done. Yes, but they're not until year 2 since this was spot 14. So we're kind of just playing for a while. One thing. Damn. Oh, I didn't get a coal. Okay, my bad. Yeah, again. I had no foot in the race. I think I would have been happy to see Skycrab win, but that's just because he's the dark horse, so it's always fun to cheer for the dark horse. But I have no leg in the race in terms of who actually won. So it's just fun to watch good gameplay. Yeah. It would have been the same if, like, any of the newcomers, you know, reached semis as well. You just always have a habit of hoping for upsets because it's more fun. Becca, thank you for the 14 months. I'm gonna let the thing read that. I don't need carrots
Celebrating
now.
14 months of subbage with the newest Taboo fan. Born on Saturday the 17th of January, smiley face. Happy
Congrats.
everyone, smiley face.
You're days old. Okay, no, I'm not playing that. It's spot 14. I don't like spot 14 as a whole, and I'm not gonna play on a day that I'm not gonna play with 2 bad lucks and then a neutral. Like, it's just not gonna go well. I'm already losing like a minute because I have to walk back to the mines. Yeah, like the thing had too many like I'm gonna look just because I can. But like the issue with that run was, first off, I had quality crops, which I don't like in the first place, but I'm willing to play it. Second off, 2 bad luck days, so that means I would have had to gone on the 11th and 12th. If I have to go on the 12th, I have to take an entire extra walk back from the mines, which is 40 seconds. And then on top of that, spot 14, I'm not a huge fan of, just because of the fact that it almost always forces me to do the mines year 3 skull cavern dive on the 16th. So I lose a magic rock candy. So, you know, it is what it is. It's also super early in the stream, so it's like, it's kind of just like one of those things where it's like, it's early enough where if I reset now, it really won't matter. Because it's like, if that run goes the year 2 and just dies, then it's kind of just like, oh, well, that's the stream. So I can enchant Artful. Combat quarterly, combat quarterly, combat quarterly. Well, I had the books. Unfortunate. I had 3 combat quarterlies and a beta bomber. I hate that I checked these. It's so sad. I don't regret it, but it's so sad. Who would have expected? I know, right? I think every run that I've killed in the mine so far has all had good books. It's just whatever. What are the players locked in for? I know that there was a Mario. Is it specifically for Mario 64 or is it just Minecraft? Because I know Mario runners are being coached by Minecraft players. Or are we talking about, what are we talking about? I think it's just Minecraft. I guess that would make sense because I saw the list of the Mario players and they were from all different like game genres. Like Jay is not an M64 runner, but Green Luigi is. So I was like, I didn't know how the Mario side would work. I guess that makes sense. I mean, people are just interested in Minecraft right now. It's going to blow up. Like, or at least the speedrunning scene will. I'm just hoping that the Minecraft like teachers don't get burnt out, because if they're doing that and then they want to do mid-offs as well, or if Tevo invites them to mid-offs. They're just teaching people left and right. Minecraft speedrunning, yeah. MCSR ranked specifically. Which I still don't know if we have any. One is being coached by Poundy. Oh, wait, so what did Fulham leak? Did he leak the third mid-offs? Yeah, I don't know if Smant would be allowed. Because if he did, that would not be good for me. I don't want to get in trouble, so I don't want to say anymore. Definitely me doing the leaking, not Fulham. Oh, okay. But it is for mid-offs. Man, you have insider info? Okay. Oh, that would make sense. Okay, I won't pry then, even though I really want to. I just hope that they don't get exhausted from the amount of coaching that they will be doing, because if they want to do the Mario collaboration and then mid-offs, it's kind of just like, okay. Pretty sure half the community. Well, I'm not in the community. I am an outsider peering in with a audience behind me. You know? But I love outsider. I love, I just have a few connections, apparently, that I don't even know about. Two mid-offs? I don't think it's two mid-offs. I feel like the two mid-offs thing was a mistype because it's supposed to be the third mid-offs. Because they've done two already. But there's kinda a mid-offs being done, but it's like the same with what they did for the GeoGuessr tournament, where it's like the GeoGuessr people taught Minecraft speedrunners how to play GeoGuessr, and Minecraft speedrunners taught GeoGuessr players how to play Minecraft. But instead with Mario people this time, or Mario, like, mainline Mario games. But instead of them playing Mario, they're just teaching the Mario runners how to play Minecraft. So it is kind of mid-offs in its own way, but it's mid-offs for the Mario players. Yeah, then there's the real mid-offs, which is hosted by Tubbo. What's the HP? Yeah. I do think any speedrunner just mogs in any of these tourneys. Like, you crush mid-offs just from knowing now to improve. Yeah. But I would have, like, it... No, because I'm gonna guess mid-offs is around the corner in some way if you have the info like this. My original thought with mid-offs was they were going to invite Ludwig. It doesn't matter if he's been playing for months. I still don't think he would be a favorite to win the tourney. But he said he's, like, not playing Minecraft for, like, the next few weeks and taking a break, so I doubt he's actually going to be in it. And fun fact, Ludwig was originally a speedrunner. He used to hold the world record for the Mario Party 3, like, mini game thing. Back when he was first blowing up. So he was a speedrunner. But yeah. I would agree. It's the main reason why I completely stopped. Because I knew what I would get, or the level that I would get to quite quickly if I continued playing. I'm just hoping they didn't, like, now I'm in my head about it. It's like, I hope they didn't send out invites because I don't have any info on this. This is the only downside about having partial leaks. Plus, if they did send out the invites and I just haven't read my email. But I've been looking at it. I don't know how Tubbo would reach out though. I would assume it would just be Discord though. But then I'm also maybe putting too much value on myself. Maybe they found more, you know, like at the end of the day, it's a popularity contest in a lot of regards. So it's like they want the most popular people they can get, right? So it's like if it's a numbers game and I'm losing the numbers game, that's like, fair enough. It's a numbers game. Let's be real here. The issue is I don't really want to wait another 3 months. I've already basically, like, I started 3 months ago and like did a little bit and like was learning by myself, and then it completely stopped because I would have liked to be a part of mid-offs. So it's like I've already been putting it off for 3 months, so I'd rather not put another 3 months. And that's more of the issue. So it's like if I get in this one, great. If not, it's like I'm just gonna start playing. I don't really care anymore. As fun as it would be. We're using Remix because Garden Bundle is broken. Anyways, I've probably gotten more info out of you than you should be talking about, so. Hopefully we'll move on so we don't force a leak. What's his PB? Just out of curiosity. Because I don't think I'll ever run RSG, but I know what my ranked PB is. Okay, yeah, no, he's much better than me. I know it's a joke that he's not crazy, but it's still better. That's still much better than me. Also, the other thing is it like, even if I'm not invited to mid-offs, it's just like, if I really wanted somebody to coach me, I'm sure I can get a connection to be able to get one of the top runners to coach me, right? Like, if I really wanted to. I think it's fun self-improving, but it's always, like, interesting to have a coach nitpick you. Former #2 world. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things. The one thing I will say is if I'm not in mid-ops, it does give me more time to at least play perfection, because my schedule will definitely be tight here, saying that Terraria update is in 8 days. Yeah, 8 days for the Terraria update. I still want a PB in perfection. I'm gonna be gone a lot, potentially next month, possibly end of this month. Depends on grandma situation. And I will be going home for my dad's 60th birthday in February. Okay, literally, it's not, that coaching session is not even Feinberg's fault. It's literally just Ludwig being absolutely unteachable. Ludwig literally says the ninja brain bot is hard to work with, and I swear I got Bodai working within the first like 20 minutes of fiddling around with it. Like, that's just a brain issue. I do have it set up in a very scuffed way, though. I will admit that. I didn't like having to change my sensitivity all the time. So, I don't remember exactly what I did, but I fucked up my sense for a week. I know that. Because I'm playing as a male because I want cookies in case if I get the children's bundle, but I also don't want to be looking at a male as I play this game. So. Hence, I flipped the hair back. Because when you switch between, when I switch to female for the randomization to get the clothes and the accessories to roll the proper values for the clothing and accessories and whatnot, when you switch back to being a male, the hair is switched back to the default whenever you switch the genders. So I just have a macro randomized between the values that it's actually more values than what the random number or what the random roll can roll in the female's hairstyle. Because for whatever reason, when CA, for whatever reason, when CA added all the new hairstyles and all the new clothes or whatever, he never increased he never changed the values of which the random dice can roll. So you can't actually get any of the new stuff with the randomized dice in the top corner. That said, my macro that randomly clicks between X and Y times can actually hit those values, which is why we actually get a very distinct hair every time, or generally a different hair every time, where the randomness you generally just see the same like 3 or 4 hairstyles. It's weird. That said, I generally just play as a girl because for speedrunning it is mostly optimal to play as a woman, as the difference is when you reach certain money thresholds, if you play as a girl, you get 500 gold from your dad, 500 gold. I forgot the plant. 500 gold from your dad, 500 gold from your mom, and then 30 stone from your dad. But playing as a male, you get cookies from your mom, 500 gold from your dad, and a pink cake from your mom. For a majority of runs, getting the 500 gold from your dad on the first thing is much more valuable than getting cookies. But the issue with this run is because we do remix bundles, there's a possibility of us getting the children's bundle, and having free cookies for that bundle makes it extremely easy. And because I'm already going to be making so much money in this route, the extra 500 gold really isn't that big, where it's much more important in a run like Community Center, which I think is really the Community Center and Marriage, I believe, are the only 2 runs that like actually really use the first 500 gold very effectively. I think all the other runs you just don't really need it because you don't really need that much money. How do you get the recipe for cookies? Oh, you don't need the recipe. Your mom just sends you cookies in the mail. You know, she subs them in a letter and just mails it to you. And then you have fresh cookies that you can turn in. You don't need the recipe, and that's the point. That's the reason why playing as a male is so strong for perfection. Or much stronger than playing as a female. Because otherwise you would have to befriend Emily, pray that you get cookies from a trash can, or if you can get a ancient doll from a dig spot, that could work, but it's like, that's RNG, where you can have it 100% of the time if you just play as a male. So it's just not worth it. It is the 13th. He makes the hair female so more people ask why he's playing female. Well, if I don't randomize it, then I will literally always have the same hairstyle every single time, because again, it just switches it back to the default hairstyle when you switch back to male, which is the dumb part. Like, if it gave me if it kept the hairstyle, I wouldn't have to do it, but because it doesn't keep the hairstyle, I feel like I have to do it. No, we can do children's bundle if it shows, because I'm playing as a male. Because you need 3 of these 4 items. 10 salmon berries, cookies, ancient doll, ice cream. Salmon berries and ice cream are free. You can buy ice cream from Sandy on Sundays, which is one of the days I visit. I believe it's one of the winter checks. And then the difficulty is either cookies or ancient doll. And again, I'm guaranteed cookies in the male because I'm playing as a male. Wait, I'm going to the bathroom. I don't know what RR meant. I guess reroll. What I guessed, I guess. But I mean, like, again, I don't need a reset for a children's bundle. It's good. Press the button! Pick up the bed. Oh no, I feel like my hotkeys have been sticky today. Might need to clean my keyboard. I also need to, like, fucking clean the bottom of my mouse and my mouse pad, because I swear to God, recently there's been, like, my mouse has just been not tracking properly, and it's because of fucking Hazel's hair. Every single time I'm like, why is my mouse not working right? I look under it, and there's fucking Hazel's hair. And it fucks so much with my mouse when I'm doing other things. Why is my mouse not working? Hazel's hair. She's just a baby, but she sheds a lot. Now, I mean, I haven't played in 2 days. I guess it makes sense that I'm feeling a little rusty, though, so. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm just not playing great. It's been 2 days. We're just chilling. It's fine. Apparently, I should have just taken the first run today, but whatever. It is what it is. Not gonna be very happy when we go home for my dad's 60th because both me and my sister are going. So she's gonna have to go to doggy daycare again. And she looked like she enjoyed it. Because they have like webcams so we can stalk her when she's at camp. But at the same time, you know, she loves us. She apparently peed on the spot as soon as she saw my sister when she went to go pick her up. Like, they brought her out and then she just peed on the floor right then and there. To be fair, my sister did warn them, so they knew it was going to happen. But yeah. I mean, she's much better. She didn't pee on the spot when my sister came home, or when I picked up my sister recently from the airport. So she's getting better, but, you know, we were gone for like 5-6 days, almost a full week. She was a baby. Wait, this time I think we're only going for 4? I'd have to double check what days we're in and out. It might be 5 in total. Like, I probably won't be streaming for 5 days. But... okay, I wasn't fully paying attention if that was the 1 or 4. Bot 4. Yeah, she doesn't even really pee when she's brought on to stream anymore. Because that used to be a thing. Whenever we'd kind of drag her into my room, and then I would use her for content, she used to pee all the time. Doesn't really do that well. Yeah. It was totally fine coming on camera when Brittany wasn't here. She'd be jumping at my, or like pawing at my side of the chair, trying to get on this camera, you know? Very adventurous when it comes to trying to get my attention by like reaching from the side of my bed to my armchair. I do that skip action on mobile? No, it's PC only. The function is completely removed on consoles and mobile devices. We tried it on mobile because we thought we might be able to get it to work since you can actually hook up a keyboard to mobile, but it didn't work, so. The function is just completely stripped. It is a left-in debug tool after all, so I guess it makes sense because they probably just use different different debug tools made for the device over the ones that was left in for the PC. I'm a little concerned about the daffodil situation, but hopefully there's one that spawned bottom left that I can pick up tomorrow. Or if not, Pierre might resell me back one tomorrow and it should be fine. Okay, again, hopefully I'm not punished for that daffodil. Fine. You know, as long as I get a daffodil, we're fine. Because I managed to get a spring foraging bundle without spring onions. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Bless. No spring onions suck, but thankfully we did. I think it's like a 1 in 16 that you actually don't get the spring onion needed. So, because it has a 50-50 of replacing each of the 4 spots, essentially, and it does it in a line. So you have to win 4 50-50s in a row, which I think is a 1 in 16. Animal. Oh, that would have been an ugly quality crops anyways. It's like the worst quality crops you can get. The best one is blueberries, pumpkins. Second best is just blueberries. Yeah, just blueberries. Right. Would I rather get quality blueberries or quality pumpkins? I feel like I definitely would rather get quality blueberries. Because the pumpkins I do in 2 cycles, where the blueberries I just lose out on multiple cycles because of it. And then I'm also doing the quality crop or the corn at the same time as the fall one, so it doesn't really matter if I'm doing multiple fall ones, where it would matter if I have to do it in both summer and fall. Um, and then, obviously the best, per fall, I think the best one to get is eggplants because they're multi-yielding. Takes up less space than the yams. Again, you just don't want to see quality crops. Rare crops is just so much better. You don't have to worry about getting all the qualities by going in and out all the time. You just have to do one visit to the traveling cart, and a lot of the times, if I have year 1 and year 3 books, I can line buying the rare seed up with checking the cart for books, so I'm not really wasting as much time walking down. It actually has a purpose. Rare crops is just so much better. Are you the fastest speedrunner? Fastest is subjective, because I have the fastest time and generally perceived to be the most prestigious category. But if you actually looked at the leaderboard, there is one guy who literally just dominates the entire leaderboard. If you looked at the glitch and glitchless runs recently, like I did, there's just one guy who has all the glitch and glitchless, or the glitch and vanilla world records. He has both the glitch and vanilla world records by quite a margin, and all the bundles, or individual bundles, and a majority of the marriage runs. He has a majority of the marriage records as well, in both glitchless and vanilla. Like, he's a menace. He just doesn't run specifically the categories I run, though, which is interesting. He doesn't run mines, which is understandable. He doesn't run community center. And he even runs a majority of the meme categories as well. He holds like all but 2 of the meme categories on their extended leaderboards, and then he doesn't run perfection. And it's not like these times are like just barely better than like the previous record. Like, he's grinded them. Like, a majority of them are a few minutes faster, especially in the unoptimized categories. Yeah, the Chinese guy, Chow, I think. Couldn't remember it. Scared of me? I wouldn't even say so, because it's like if I ran those categories, it would be a struggle for me to beat some of the times, because they're not like it's not like one of those situations where he's just getting them to get them and like just leaving it unoptimized. Like, he is optimizing them, and that's the scary part. But it's like, I don't blame him for not wanting to run mines, because mines is just like, you know, not everybody's cup of tea. It's not a very fun category for the most part. I say that, but he also grinded for the living fiber hat for sea urchin %. So, my favorite category, community center. Just pure community center. I like perfection next best, because perfection, you actually play the full game, essentially. Don't you dare touch that, Linus. And I've been playing it a lot recently, obviously, but like, base community center is still my favorite. It's my baby. I always go back to it every year. We'll go back to it here soon. I generally do a PB grind in spring. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing next after I'm done with perfection here. Mine speedruns topped by somebody who got astronomically lucky on Dust Sprites. I have the 120 record. Lee Chat has the Mines 50 record. I don't remember if Lee Chat got absurdly lucky with Dust Sprites or not. I watched the run, but I don't remember the exact pacing. I mean, the Mines is a lot of luck, so it's like you have to get lucky for the run to get good because it's majority all luck. Ken Max, hi Q. Thank you for the 4 months. Hope you're having a good week. What's my goal for this? Just a PB. I'm having fun with this. Again, I do enjoy playing perfection, and it allows me to play a majority of the game where other speedruns and challenge runs don't really let me get to play that. So that's why I like perfection so much. So I've just been recently playing it as like kind of a break from other challenges that I was doing. Because it's like a lot of my backlog for videos that I'm making were just a bunch of challenges I did in a span of like a month or two, right? And it's like I got burnt out of that. So I switched back to perfection, which is like, this is casual to me. Like, it may not seem like it because I'm speedrunning it, but this is me playing casually. This is the most casual like gameplay that you will see from me. Like, I'm not really sweating. I like don't care if I make huge mistakes or minor mistakes. It's just like, oh, well, it's a 16-hour long run. Of course there's gonna be mistakes. I'm just playing, I'm chilling. The RNG can be brutal because I'm stupid and I'm brute forcing book RNG, but you know, it is what it is. I still enjoy it. Where it's like something like Community Center will just like die to the silliest things, right? Like if I was resetting for a sub 2 in Community Center, which would basically be my next like major goal for Community Center is saving 5 minutes, I would have to reset for a 20-minute mines. And I generally get a 20-minute mines every like 1 in 100, 1 in 200 runs. So I'll literally just go days without ever leaving the mine when I start resetting for that. Right. Which is basically the same as this, but again, this run has much less pressure to me because it's like I still have to play the rest of the CC run good because it matters in a 2-hour long run where it doesn't matter as much in a 16-hour long run. It is what it is. I also say, like, I get to play the game playing perfection, but in reality, it's just I get to play the parts of the run that I enjoy most, which is generally early and occasionally when I do get to it, Ginger Island is my actual favorite part of the game. But I do enjoy early game, and then I basically never get to play the part of the game that I hate the most, which is endgame and friendship, because that is in the last segment. And if I don't think the run's good enough, I won't do the last part. Alright, Wooly, I get the same viewership if I speedrun Perfection and Community Center. It's just my two most popular, it's just the two most popular categories because it's actually playing the game. Where something like Crafts Room is literally just sleeping 90% of the time to each of the seasons to just harvest a few forge, you know? Mine's 50 kind of has the same experience where it's not as much. I feel like mine's 120 is more of the full experience, which would still get a decent amount of views. But, I mean, again, at the same time, like, just because viewership is higher doesn't mean I'm just going to run only that, right? If I didn't enjoy running Community Center, I wouldn't run Community Center. I just happen to enjoy Community Center, and it happens to be the more popular, it happens to be a very popular category to watch. Yeah, mine's 50 just abrupts endly for a majority of people, and that's kind of the issue with it. It's a good beginner category, and it makes sense as why we have it, but at the same time, it's like, why are we stopping at floor 50? But I think 120 is like the better category, but 120 is permanently stuck on 1.4, so it's not really fun to run. Which is the main reason why I still have the world record in it, because no one runs it. Not only was my run, like, actually pretty good, if not ridiculously lucky, it just has the issue of it being stuck on 1.4. Yeah, Community Center is like the lesser extent of perfection. I mean, I'm just Ginger Island pilled. I really love Ginger Island. But it's like Community Center is like the lesser form of perfection to me in that regard. But it's like it's so much less of a time sink to do. Like these perfection runs are so much of a time sink. It's like, oh boy. How did that spread twice? And I can still play it, it's just annoying. Explosive ammo is the reason it's not 1.4, yes. 1.4.3, I believe, had the explosive ammo nerf. And, yeah, slingshot with explosive ammo is the most broken mining tool in the game. Still is, by the way. Still is the most broken mining tool in the game. But it was severely nerfed on that patch. It's not possible to get early game anymore, which is the issue, where you could get it as soon as you entered floor 40 on 1.4.2. And then, yeah, it turns out having the best mining tool in the game makes going from floor 40 to 120 super easy. Crazy how that works. Okay, I'm resetting this, I don't care. I fucked that up bad. Mine's 50 is not stuck on 1.4. Mine's 50 is done on current patch, and it's fastest on current patch because you can get a club on floor 5. Mine's getting to floor, mine's 120 in a speedrun is stuck on 1.4 because of explosive ammo. Let me put this in perspective. Explosive ammo is so broken on that patch that it took me basically the same amount of time to get to floor 40 as it took me to get to floor 120. Because of explosive ammo, I went the same amount of floors, or I'm sorry, I went 40 more floors in the same amount of time. It's not balanced. And also, I got extremely lucky in like the last 40 floors. Apparently, my last like 40 floors in my run are probably the most ridiculously lucky 40 floors that has been done in a mine speed run. Like, my pace wasn't good, and then the last 40 floors was like absurdly good. But yeah, it's just permanently stuck on 1.4. I don't know. Like, I'd be fine down patching to do a speedrun on 1.5. I just don't really care to do it on 1.4 anymore. I just enjoy 1.6 for speedruns. Like, I don't even like running on 1.5 anymore. It's like I really just want to run on 1.6. I kind of find it funny because I find it the opposite of Minecraft updates. Minecraft speedrunning is so much worse on any version but 1.6 or 1.16. And it's like the game has basically gotten worse in that regards. Where Stardew is like the opposite. It's like I just don't want to run on anything but current patch. I still find it a disgrace that you literally just can't play Minecraft without performance optimization mods, though. Like, what are they doing? Like, that's crazy to me. And I'm not even talking, like, hyper modded Minecraft. I'm just talking about, like, basic Minecraft. Like, why do I have to install a different launcher so the game doesn't become unplayable half the time? Is CC 1.6 better than 1.5? Yes. My most recent video. It became faster because of a few updates later into 1.6, mainly focused around being able to sleep in coops, is what pushed it over the edge. I'll be interested in Hytale in like probably 1 to 2 years when they make the game more fleshed out. I think it's just from the gameplay and from what I've seen from it, it just feels lacking still. And it just needs a few years of development, and I think it would be a good game. Again, it's a pre-release, so it makes sense. Right. Like, no flame to it at all. Again, just give it 2 to 3 years. It'll be a good game. I think Legacy RNG in Stardew Valley. If not, new RNG, would RNG be more of a challenge? I don't always use Legacy RNG. I actually try not to use it, but for runs like these, I'm forced to because of specific parameters that I'm searching for. And honestly, they're 2 different experiences in terms of RNG, so. There would actually be challenge runs where you really don't want to use Legacy RNG because of how rain functions with Legacy RNG. Rain on Legacy RNG can't happen right after each other. It can only happen every other day. So if you need, like, let's say you need it to rain between the 5th and the 8th, you wouldn't be able to do that with Legacy RNG because it could only rain, I'm sorry, the 6th and the 8th. Because, it can't rain on the 5th of year 1 anymore. So, with Legacy RNG, you would only be able to get to rain on the 5th and the 8th, where... I'm sorry, on the 6th and the 8th, where with regular RNG, you can get it to rain on the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And that's just because of a quirk of the RNG system. There are exceptions to this. The main exception being it will always thunderstorm on summer 13th and summer 26th. So if your rain is supposed to happen or is seeded to happen on the 12th and the 14th, obviously it's going to rain the 12th, 13th, and 14th because of the guaranteed rain day. It's the same thing with green rain. If green rain lies in between 2 of the rain days, you will get 3 rain days in a row. And then in year 2, starting in year 2, it will always rain on the 4th of spring. So if you get rain on the 3rd and the 5th, you will have rain on the 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah, it's the same thing with 25th, 26th, 27th. Rain's weird. But yeah, again, I do find it extremely funny that Minecraft is... Well, I mean, it's really hard. Like, obviously, they're not going to balance the game around speedrunning. And it's really hard to make another version as good as 1.16 because, like, everything went right for that patch for speedrunning. It's kind of crazy how much everything went right. You have the crazy pearl trades. You have no piglin brutes to make the bastion significantly easier. You just have all these things that just make the run so insanely good. I delete the saves generally at the start of each stream. But yeah, I do delete the saves. So there's just no way that you can make a patch as good as 1.16 for speedrunning. It's kind of just a crazy patch. But I mean, again, it's still wild that you just can't play Minecraft without performance enhancing mods because it's so poorly optimized or whatever. Cookies in the mail. It's in the FAQ. And I even like I run anything fancy. I'm actually a texture pack and shader hater. I don't think a majority of shaders make Minecraft look good. And it's like, I'm kind of more of I'm just a vanilla enjoyer. Like I understand people really like the look of shaders and it's fine if you use them. Like, obviously it's a single player game, play the game how you want. But it's just like, I'm playing Minecraft to play Minecraft. I like kind of want the goofy textures. I don't really need it to be, oh my god, I want the most realistic experience I can possibly ever see. So I'm gonna need to install this shader. I want this texture pack for extreme HD quality textures. It's like, yo. Have you seen the new chicken and how it looks? It's a fucking yellow dot. Like, that is peak. The new chicken sprite is fucking peak. What are you talking about? Like, that's all I need. I have over 7,500 hours in the game. The debug tools are so broken on newer versions. Like, I don't know anything about the newer versions other than what Phoenix SC mentions on his update things, because that's basically the only update information I have. that I consistently watch. But yeah, I don't know the technical side of a lot of the Minecraft stuff. When I was first learning to Minecraft speedrun, it took me a little bit to figure out how people do the quick swap into creative by pressing like the 2 F buttons at the same time. I was just typing in the command every single time, because that's how you used to do it, and that's the only way I knew how to do it. If I wanted to check out the nether on a save, I would have to manually make a nether portal because I didn't know how to spawn a portal block on top of me. I wonder if the F3 menu would be in the game today, or it would be in Minecraft if the game came out today, you know, as is. It's similar to the creeper debate with the guy saying creepers wouldn't be a part of the game if the game was developed today. Would it be the same with the F3 menu? I mean, if you're just going for time, not really. I use ancient fruit in this run, but if you're going for in-game days, then you should probably be adding some skull caverns to the run and selling iridium bars with the blacksmithing perk, or radioactive ore, or radioactive bars with the blacksmithing perk. If you do it right, you should be getting several million gold a day doing skull cavern runs. I mean, it's not, I don't not get where he's coming from. If you think of the concept, if you remove all familiarity with the creeper, if somebody told you we're going to add this mob that is completely silent other than the footsteps, and even half the time the footsteps don't show up, and they just explode and destroy any of your buildings that you made and work that you've done, I would say a majority of people would not like that, you know? Especially now that Minecraft is more building based than survival based, because survival in Minecraft are mega lol. But like, it's so iconic that you just can't not have it. I think they were referring to, I was talking about, like, oh, what was the entire ordeal? I said if Minecraft came out today, do you think the F3 menu would be a part of the game? And then I compared it to when Jeb said if Minecraft came out today, creepers wouldn't be a part of the game. Debate that happened, right? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, again, like, I don't not understand the point of view that he's coming from. We're gonna get the baby girl. Like, I don't not get his point of view. It's not like anything's gonna happen with it. There's no way in hell that they can remove it, but fighting was harder before sprinting was introduced. Yeah. I mean, the game is just the game is just so easy now. There's no survival. Like, it's literally not a survival game. It is literally just a building game, which is fine. It took the way that it want. or that the audience mostly want. It's kind of like Stardew. It's like, you know, if Stardew didn't have animation canceling. I mean, Stardew's is less so because it's like, I don't know. It's like, it's not something you were ever going to find out casually. Where, you know, you can just accidentally hit the F3 keys. Where you're not going to accidentally hit R, right shift, and delete all at the same time. Unless if there's a cat on your keyboard. Can't pick that up because my inventory is full. That's kind of disgraceful. Food for thought. Game design's interesting to me. Okay, well, I didn't need those anyways. Okay, well, we're not playing the run anyways. Stupid ass, full ass inventory. Why are you on the couch? Hazel, what are you doing? I'm sorry, did I annoy you? It looked like you were eating something on the couch. Can't have you do that, no. Under the desk or on the bed? Under the desk, okay. That's fine. She's just a baby. Remix bundle. Oh, I'm sorry, remix bundle. Gardening bundle, specifically. Of course, remix bundle, the setting. Yeah. Because again, like, Minecraft isn't a survival game anymore. Like, let's be real. At least mainstream, it's not a survival game. There are people who still do it. It's actually very interesting to watch a new person play survival Minecraft. Because it's actually more of a survival game to them. But, like, the general core audience who has been playing the game for years, it's not really a survival game. Which is, you know, interesting. The development to see the direction that it went. And then it obviously still has its niche communities. You have a very hardcore, dedicated PvP community. That's even separated between versions, right? And then even one of the versions has two separate categories. You have 1.8, you have combat update, and then you have crystal PvP, right? All in their different forms. Since the start of PvP update, we had the Battle Royale. We had the Battle Royale, they updated to 1.5. I know the combat update is extremely mixed on reviews, but I think for PvE, the combat update was fantastic. Like, honestly, I've been playing some Skyblock recently, Hypixel Skyblock, and my god, is the combat so boring because it's literally just how fast can you spam left click. I find just the spam left click hit mobs so extremely boring. I understand it for PvP because it's more fast paced and like you actually have an intelligent person on the other end, but for PvE it's complete and utter ass. And is honestly just not fun at all. I played it when it first came out and then stopped playing it before Dungeons came out for a timeline. And then I started playing it again because I watched Squid Kids Die video recently, and I'm like, I'll try it because I'll play it again. I want to see what the updates were. And I've been playing it for like the past like 2 or 3 weeks. Kind of a convenient time to get into playing it since Mirror Aurora was a thing, which is really nice for beginners, but yeah, I deleted my own profile and just made an Iron Man because that's how I enjoy playing those types of things. I spent the majority of yesterday collecting sea lumens, which was interesting. And then I made a full set of diver armor and realized that I wasn't level 20 in fishing yet. So it doesn't work. That was fun. It's also very interesting because I never plan on touching any dungeons or catacomb stuff, so my progression is so weird. Because those just seem extremely boring and just toxic with all the cheaters and whatnot. So I just have no intent of touching those 2 skills. I hope 1.7 will be faster. I mean, yeah, I would prefer to play on the most current patch, but I mean, we'll see. Not like 1.7's dated to be released anytime soon, and I might have already moved on to Haunted Chocolatier by the time it comes out. CA has said that he has no date planned for 1.7, and it could come out after Haunted Chocolatier. So I think it's fine in Skyblock's case because everybody just buys everything from everybody. Obviously, I'm playing Iron Man, so so that's not the case for me. But I don't know, it makes more sense. Also, fishing level 20 is not hard. I have not done much fishing whatsoever, and I'm fishing level 17. So it's kind of just one of those things where it's just like I just chose not to level up this skill because I didn't really understand it at first, and I still don't. Like, I'm supposed to like loot share with people is the most effective way of doing it, but I don't know what the etiquette is because I see these people like fishing off the side of the coast and launching enemies off the side, and I don't know if you're supposed to not kill those guys and they're saving them for later to do a mass kill, or if I can just walk in and kill them for them and get some loot share. I don't really know. I feel like I moved my mouse and the macro messed up. You can't wear it, but you have it. Yeah. The most effective, but you can just totally find a hotspot in the back ladder. Yeah, I mean that's what I've been doing. Realistically, but you have those people fishing off the side of like the waterfall, and the monster like launches behind them and it's just like stuck at the bottom of the waterfall. Like, I don't know if I'm Like, obviously, I can kill them, and I'm allowed to, but it's not, like, sometimes it's not proper etiquette to do that type of thing, and I don't know what the etiquette is. Because it's like, they're doing it for a reason, so are they just saving it for, like, their friend that they're generally fishing with? Or can I just, like, you know, walk by and just murder them and then get free loot, essentially? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of figured something like that. I just ignore them for the most part, but it's really just funny to see. I mean, I don't know how much I plan on getting, like, too deep into it, because, again, once I actually start picking up speedrunning Minecraft again, I'll probably stop playing Skyblock for a while, because it's just two different things. But, I mean, I've been enjoying it. The garden has been fun. I've actually enjoyed the forging more than I thought I would. And mining's just mining. I mean, this is kind of deserved. No, I got Garden Bundle on my first try today, and then I reset because I got a bunch of bad luck days in a row, and now I've been permanently stuck harvesting parsnips for the last 2 hours. It's just my fault, right? I thought the punishment was that reset actually had good enough books and enchants, not the fact that I just want to get another run for the rest of the day. 1 in 3. The 1 in 7 for gold parsnip, and it's about a 1 in 3 for the garden. So it's about a 1 in 21 chance I get past the first 10 minutes. Have fun doing this? Generally speaking, yeah. Generally doesn't take this long to get a run. Like, obviously, I'm going to be annoyed when I'm 2 hours into the stream without a run, because generally it will not take this long to get a run like this. But I mean, like, I'm very content doing basically a single attempt a day. But I'm human, so, you know, after 2 hours of doing the exact same thing and not getting the odds that I'm hoping for, I guess I technically got it, but not getting the odds that I'm hoping for, I'm going to be a little sad. It is what it is. Some days just aren't your day, and that's it. It's not like I've been playing well today either. To be fair, I didn't play this weekend, so it makes sense, but yeah, we had a run, but I mean, come on, 2 bad luck days in a row and then a neutral. Like, if it was a best luck, I probably would have just done it, but the fact that it was a neutral was kind of just salt in the wound. Yeah, again, yeah. I mean, I said what I said. Like, I understand his point, and it makes sense, but I mean, obviously they're not gonna remove it anymore, or they're not gonna remove it. It just is what it is a byproduct of its time. And obviously, like, when the game first came out, the game was more about survival when it came out. But now it's more about building and, like, engineering, realistically. It's so much less about surviving. And the reason why you can tell surviving is a joke in the game now is because literally just look at every single creator doing 100 days in hardcore and them not having a single issue with doing it. Right? It's crazy. It's almost like the game is not very hard because it's the game primarily focused for children. But again, that said, it has got a more building direction in the majority of people's lives. For hardcore versus Minecraft hardcore, Ferrari is different because that's actually a survival game. It's the same thing with Hytale. Hytale is a survival adventure game, where Minecraft is a building creative game. Completely different. Hytale is literally more akin to Terraria than Hytale is akin to Minecraft. It just has the same 3D blocky feel, and that's it. Yeah. Hytale's Terraria too, yeah. But I mean, there's a big reason why I don't, like, whenever I play survival Minecraft with my friend group, it's a 2-week adventure because we don't care to build any elaborate machines or whatever, elaborate farms. We build a sweet looking house or generally just man cave type thing. Last time it was an axolotl sanctuary is what we built. And then we kill the ender dragon and then we're done. That's it. I do think we got a beacon this time, though. I remember going out of the way to get a beacon. I do remember that. But like, again, we killed the wither before the ender dragon because we were just waiting. Building is overrated. I think mega builds are overrated. I think cutesy little ones, like starter houses, or just like kind of just what we built is like fun. But it gets really boring when you have to literally spend like 2 or 3 hours grinding for each individual item to make whatever hell design you're trying to make. Yeah, and then obviously everybody's different. Like, if you're a technical person, you're basically only going to play creative, so you can build redstone stuff without having to deal with anything. Starla Drop, thank you for the full year. Welcome to the official Sturgeon Squad. Enjoy your emotes. And Bunja, thank you for support. Do appreciate it. But I mean, that's also the beauty in Minecraft, is you can play it in so many different ways. Like, I'm saying it's not a survival game, but it is a survival game to some. I mean, again, if you've watched somebody play Minecraft for the first time, like, it is a survival game to them, but it's like, if you play it more than once, it's much less about being a survival game. People are dedicated. They know what they enjoy. Yes, my Monday is going pretty well. We're chilling. Well, my Monday is going well outside of the fact that we are struggling to get a run, but again, that's fine. It is what it is. I'm very much accepting and understanding that some days are just not the day for the run, and that's fine. Yeah, I mean, but the Ender Dragon is also the end of the game to a lot of people. And that's the difference. Like, Ludwig is a great example here. He did hardcore Minecraft, and it took him 2 hours to beat the Ender Dragon, and he knew what he was doing from the start. And he didn't build any house, or he wasn't, like, really distracted by anything else. But imagine a new player who's trying to do that for the first time. It's going to take them several days to do. It's like, it's a completely different experience. But I mean, it's the same thing with Stardew. I know so much about Stardew that I can just do whatever the hell I want in it. Whereas somebody who's playing Stardew for the first time, they don't even, like, they don't know all the NPCs' names, they don't know their routes, they don't know what the best crop to grow, hell, they don't even know what, like, wines and kegs are. Okay, he knew what the end goal was, okay? That's all you need, that's all you need to know. Like, can you imagine entering the Nether for the first time and seeing a bastion and wondering what the fuck is a bastion? Like, it's different. Like, Ludwig knew that there was gold in the bastion and that he could trade the gold for items at the piglins. A new player would not know that. And that is my point. Tyler 1 is also a really funny example because he was doing it at the same time Ludwig was doing it. And when he finished the game, he watched a speedrun and said, like, and is basically just like, what the fuck is this? This isn't Minecraft. Like, this is not the same game I just played. You know? It's two completely different worlds. And that's like a very polar opposite, but even like middling, like your average Minecraft player who's been playing it for at least a decade will be able to do it. I'm pretty sure Mumbo had a fun video on this where he defeated the Ender Dragon by himself for the first time. And it's like, he was still able to do it, even though he hasn't actually killed the Ender Dragon by himself. He was still able to do it in a reasonable amount of time because he knew what he was doing. Is he the best mechanically? No, but, like, vastly different from a completely new player. Yeah. And that's, like, the point. Like, there's a huge difference between somebody who knows what they're doing and is already familiar with Minecraft and somebody who's not. There's a very funny video series of, I don't know, I think he's Japanese, but he played through the entirety of Minecraft without any knowledge, without using any resources and any guides the entire time. And how long did it take him to beat it? Because he had to figure out everything from scratch, and I believe this was before book crafting was a thing. So he literally took a few days to figure out how to craft a pickaxe. Because he had no idea what to do. Like again, this was before book crafting. I'm at the point where I'm yapping so much that I literally couldn't remember the spot that I picked up the gold quality parsnip at. And I literally had to pause to drop something to pick it up. Like, these these runs are doomed today. Like we're just beyond saving at this point, even if I get a run. Yeah, like you just, it's a vastly different experience. Because not everybody plays with the wiki open right next to them. They don't find that fun. They don't want to be reading pages of articles about how to do something. They just want to play the game. Because they only have a few hours a day. Not the gravel farming. I think it would just be interesting to experience Minecraft completely fresh in 2020, like 6, you know, like what would Minecraft be like to a completely new player getting into the game in 2026 with like no prior knowledge? Because it would be a vastly different experience than, you know, like 10 years ago. But like, just knowledge in general about games is so much more widespread now. I have to pick this up, don't I? Yeah, see, like, I picked up knowledge because generally when I'm playing a game, I generally watch videos about the game, right? So it's like, I just find out things through those videos rather than, like, looking it up. Eight years is generally pretty normal for perfection. I think most people take 3 years to do the CC on their first playthrough. And that's the general timeline that you're looking for, 3 to 4 years. Because they generally forget one item, right? Is generally what happens. So you have to go through the 3rd year, potentially 4th if you're low on money. Yeah. I mean, the game was designed, like, originally designed, Stardew, to be in a 2-year cycle. Like, when CA designed the game was basically designed to have the CC finish because that was, again, the original ending objective of the game was the community center, was to be finished by the end of year 2. Or that was, like, the longevity of the game. But again, most people took a year longer because they generally forgot a item or two. Yeah. But it's like my first casual perfection run took me 40 hours, right? And that's like low for a lot of people. Before any of it was optimized and back on 1.5 when it first came out. I think Stardew is an infinitely easier game to get into without the use of a wiki than older Minecraft. I think Minecraft's not as bad anymore with advancements and search crafting. But I don't agree with people saying Stardew's a wiki game. I feel like you could pretty reasonably figure out what you need to do in Stardew without the wiki. Yeah, older Minecraft's a nightmare blind. Newer is not as bad, and I really, like, I don't think Stardew's a wiki game, contrary to popular belief. Out of golden walnuts. Yeah, but at the same time, you say outside of golden walnuts, but I just think back to green bean, cauliflower, potato. I think back to games like Super Mario Galaxy where you didn't really look up guides to figure out where all the secret stars were. You just found them. And it's like, it's the same thing with walnuts. It's like blue coins in Super Mario Sunshine. You had to find the blue coins. It took some work, but you can do it. I think the blue coins is a less reasonable example because the blue coins were actually stupidly hard in that game. But yeah, the bird at least gives hints. And he also gives you the option to sell out if you really want to. I never got into Tar... Oh, I don't know why I'm stumbling to say the word. At least it didn't eat an important crop. My friends got into it, it just didn't look interesting. But I'm not a huge fan of shooters to begin with, so... Makes sense. Yeah, I found walnuts fun blind. That said, like, I was doing it blind, but I could get help from Twitch chat because I was streaming it, you know? So it's like, I don't have a completely fair opinion on walnuts. Because it's like, there were a few walnuts that I struggled to get casually, right? For the first time. I'm not gonna say it was perfect, but... And there were a few other things in Stardew that you couldn't do without looking up. Like, I guess I can understand the walnuts being difficult without looking up, but there's very few other things other than maybe loved gifts to figure out without, like, really annoying trial and error. I don't know. I guess I get that issue with the bait, because if you're looking at it from a completely objectively new point of view, if you have no general prior knowledge to game understanding, it might be hard for you to realize that you simply just have to right click with the bait to be able to equip it. But I feel like if you have played games before, you could figure that one out pretty reasonably. Yeah, that's secret notes. That's like a gameplay mechanic, I feel like. No. I feel like that one might be a little bit of a skill issue then. But I could be alone on that. Everybody plays games differently. You know? There, again, bring up another video, but there's a video about a guy who basically got his wife into playing games, and she like didn't play games whatsoever growing up. And it's a very surreal experience when she's basically just struggling with even doing simple controller movement, or what we would like most people would consider simple controller movement, you know. Marlin does not sell you ammunition for the slingshot after you get it for the first time. That was removed. You can't buy explosive ammo until level 8 combat anymore. So technically Clint would sell you the ammunition because you can only put ores in it. And I guess fruit, but besides the point. Yeah, so it deals 1 damage, though. It's more if you just want to pelt villagers with it. Yeah, I mean, it's a very surreal experience to watch a gamer play a game for the first time. Especially if you've been playing it for a while, because again, like, just the simple actions are so much more difficult for them. And then a lot of the newer games use a lot of the, you know, default, what every gamer would recognize as default movement options, as like just things that, or just knowledge that these people should already have. Good luck day, by the way. And tomatoes? Yeah, everything. You can put fruits and vegetables in it, I'm pretty sure. You can just put any food. You can put eggs in it as well. Ores, fruits, vegetables, eggs, and explosive ammo. We should get a club on 20. And it's just a different experience between every game. Because it's like, the first thing I do when I load up a new game, I look at the controls, personally. But that's because I do prefer some specific keys, because I know, like, I know some options are stuff that I don't like, so I just instantly change it. Because I figure, like, this type of movement would be in a game. And then it's like, I see if there's any special menu keys that I should know. Alright, I tell you what to do. It does, but it's convoluted because you have to talk to the guide. And, you know, the stigma. Oh man, the guide is useless. Yeah, if you actually talk to the guide in Terraria since like the 1.4 update, he's been pretty useful. Like you can beat the game solely off to talking to the guide in Terraria now pretty easily. But you know, the stigma just lasts forever. So. Also, when I play Terraria now, I actually just don't even use the wiki to look up items. I actually just use the guide to tell me the recipe these days. Because I know, like, especially for stuff like potion crafting, like, I know it's made with a bottle of water, so I just put a bottle of water in there and then and then figure out what plant I need. I don't really view Terraria as a wiki game that much. Especially saying that Carl Sagan, he does Mario Maker videos, or at least is known for his Mario Maker videos. He beat the entirety of expert hardcore Terraria without any external tools, help, or information, and he did it completely blind. So, like, I think it's pretty reasonable. I think the only help he got was when, like, he basically asked chat, hey, I got this pair of wings. Is this pair of wings better, or is this pair of wings better? Because it essentially just saves him time of being like, well, I gotta test it now. It's like the shit like that would make more sense. It's like, he can test it, it's just not worth his time. Which makes sense. And that would actually be like a useful part to have the wiki for, because that's kind of like convoluted and hard to like put in the game. It's like, oh, this pair of wings is better than this pair of wings. Yeah. Again, it's like, yeah, like, obviously, like, if you have more experience with gaming, you're gonna find stuff a lot easier than somebody completely new. There's a big reason why a lot of pro players can very easily switch into another game and do another game pro, because they already have the habits and like the learnings and the philosophy to be able to get good at games in a way that other people just can't. Are you mad at me, Hazel, because I keep scooching forward because I need to be at least somewhat close to my desk and able to play, and it's kind of squishing you? Or are you just readjusting? I guess you're readjusting because I was probably squishing you a little bit. Why are you standing, though? Why do I have 6 topazes? What is this mines run so far? My brain is off today. Like, this is a quote-unquote run, but like, let's be honest, I'm gonna kill it here in a minute when I make a mistake, because I have no focus at this point. Hopefully I don't get another topaz, because I didn't drop either my jade or my or scroll one off. No, Hazel, I'm not gonna let you outside. You gotta wait for Brittany to come back for that. It's just hard to do runs while I chat like this so much. Like, if I was doing a challenge run, it'd be much easier because I can literally pause and rant. But because I'm in a speedrun where I actually have to, like, play the game, it's much harder. it detects on day end. There hasn't really been a challenge suggestion that made me want to stop everything in order to do it, so I don't really have a desire to do a specific challenge run right now. And then I've already like kind of decided what I want to do next. And based off of the conversation earlier, I don't know if I'm gonna be in mid-off, so I'm already like thinking, oh hey, I kind of want to start just playing MCSR ranked now. But I should hold off a little bit more. Should hold off a little bit more just in case the spot opens up. We'd be chilling. Also, it'd be really hard for me to play MCSR ranked while also doing perfection. I guess it wouldn't be that bad. It would be similar to that of CC. It would probably be less strenuous than CC because CC I have to relearn the entire route. Hazel, oh, I'm sorry, I can't be yelling like that. Oh, good girl. You're such a good girl. Yes, I'm sorry I yelled your name like that. That's my bad. If you saw my mouse freak out there, it's because my mouse went over a strand of Hazel's hair on my desk, and it made it so I couldn't move the cursor down, and I needed the cursor to be moved downwards. I would feel like the low sprinkler use rate out of casuals is not because of that, but because of the stigma of them either watching a creator who said that they're useless, aka dangerously funny, and or they used them on their first playthrough, didn't understand the pattern, and just decided to say it's not worth their brain power. And that's generally the pathway of how those work. I don't think it's a knowledge or a wiki thing. I think it's just one person who had a very large audience saying that they're bad, so everybody says that they're bad, on top of the fact that they're not the easiest thing to work with. So it makes sense. The chess knight pattern. Yeah, but you know how good the general population is at chess. So. And then honestly, I'm trying to like read your message in between times that I have to like fully make sure I understood what you said, and you might have just said the same thing that I said, but you know, it's kind of hard to read a paragraph while trying to not slow down in the minds very much. I just saw basic sprinklers and it triggered my basic sprinkler rant alarm, so I started saying basic sprinkler. Shit. Yeah. It's just how people are. It makes sense. I don't think the wiki's any better. I doubt the wiki would explicitly tell you basic sprinklers are OP. They just tell you what they do. Now, if there was a guide on the wiki and it said skip basic sprinklers, I would... yeah, that would be questionable, but... yeah, pace ain't good, but copper's pretty good. Basic sprinklers are OP. Oh yeah, you are right. A lot of the casual Stardew Valley creator community, at least on the English side, use a lot of mods when showcasing stuff, so you don't actually know what's modded and what's not, I feel like. I know. I feel like it's the same a lot with the Minecraft too, though. They use... I don't know. They use so many fucking texture packs and shaders that I find it unwatchable half the time. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, it's just the culture. Obviously, I'm not a huge fan of mods, so that's why I'm I am the way I am about it, but everybody in the Stardew says not to make basic sprinklers. I mean, yeah, again, it's one comment from the godfather of Stardew Valley content creation, Dangerously Funny, who said basic sprinklers are bad, and then there has been a stigma about basic sprinklers ever since. And then on top of that, like, people just not understanding it on their first playthrough, and it's just like, oh man, I just don't understand it, so I just won't bother. And it's like, habits die hard. Why should we ever change that? I don't really blame them. Like, if you don't really want to think about it and you just want to play the game, like, you're skipping it for a reason. It's fine. But yeah, basic sprinkler bad. Tata rules, thank you for the prime. I mean, I was definitely the same. I think if you go and look back at my very first playthrough, I would be shocked if I crafted basic sprinklers on that file. Yeah, but you won't lose all your energy if you just mod in external energy factors, so you just have more energy on the given day, because obviously Stardew's Valley base game design doesn't give you enough energy on a given day, and then you just play with mods instead. It's what everybody does, right? I still wonder, like, there's no way that Dangerously Funny does not play Haunted Chocolatier on release, right? But I also wouldn't be surprised nor blame him if he doesn't, because he doesn't want to be a part of the community anymore. But it's like, I still don't even know if he has or if there's something that happened where he has like somewhat bad blood towards the community, or if it's more just he got bored of Stardew and just doesn't want to play Stardew. But at the same time, I'm sure he doesn't want to deal with, oh, you're playing Haunted Chocolatier? When's Stardew? When's Stardew? When's Stardew? When's the next Stardew video? You played Haunted Chocolatier, so therefore you played a CA game. Therefore you're going to play Therefore you're going to play Stardew Valley again, right? That's how this works. You know how people are. How long did it take him now to like not have any any affiliation? Because I'm sure for like weeks, if not, or I'm sorry, for months, if not years after he basically stopped posting Stardew Valley content, I'm sure he continuously got people asking, when is the next Stardew Valley video? And I know he doesn't hate Stardew at the same time, because when Z was making videos, apparently his fiance reached out to Z and said that DF enjoyed watching his videos. So that was a thing. So it's not like he hates Stardew, but I assume he just got bored, which makes sense. He like, it's the same thing that happened with Shawnee Do, right? Shawnee kind of just ran out of video and content ideas, so he moved on to a different thing. Probably hates YouTube comments. Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Yeah, like, it's understandable that he left. I'm not saying that, like, he shouldn't have left. I'm sure he's much more happy with where he is now. Even if he's, like, quote-unquote, not getting as many views per video. I mean, to be fair, the content that he's making is really easy to make. And he's getting enough views to, you know, support himself very comfortably. And he doesn't have to force himself to play one game. Everybody's different. He found what works for him. And, I mean, Shawnee found what works for him. I do love how, like, Wallygug kind of did the difference between the two. Wally's like them, where Wally went more into, like, the idle games that, Dangerously Funny got into. But Wallygud still also does, like, these 100% videos, or at least did, like Shawnee. So Wally was, like, the in-between. But apparently the Stardew Valley content creator pipeline ends with making either idle videos or 100% run content. Is what the end goal of Stardew Valley content creation is. There's another guy, Floydson. He did 100% as well. He started off with Stardew Valley videos, and then started doing 100 days videos with Cult of the Lamb, I believe, was his first one that blew up. Or I could be wrong about that. That's the pipeline. Get a core audience with Stardew Valley and then force feed them that. I say force feed, but like Shawnee makes really high quality content. Wallygug makes high quality content. Dangerously Funny makes quality content. Again, he makes the easiest of the things. I think just playing idle games and just commentarying over it when something happens is not high quality. It's slop content, but it does numbers on YouTube, so it doesn't matter. It pulls more numbers than me, so I can't judge. But it's slop content, let's be real. He's posting a video every other day. Making idle games fun demands skill. I mean, yeah, he is dangerously funny. It's in his name after all. I'm not saying that he's not entertaining, because obviously you need to be entertaining to make those games work, but I'm not saying the games are very interesting or high effort. That said, Never claimed to be good at games, so. If it's on the VODs channel, it's on the VODs channel, but I don't know if we had the VODs channel up when I did Call to the Lamb. We need like 3 more coal. Yeah, he's printing money. I can't judge. I mean, I can judge, but I'm not like, you know, it's like, get that bag. Like, if you're doing it, do it, you know, get the bag. But it's like, I'll judge, you know, somebody who gets a lot of views. Like, I'm just gonna say like, why am I blanking on like reality TV models? Like the Kardashians, like what they make and what they do is complete slop, but people watch it anyways, you know? I was thinking more reality TV over, enough. I was thinking more reality TV angle. Where it's not like, you know, something high production like a Hollywood movie. It's reality TV is what you're comparing it to. Where Shawnee Do's content is more high quality, but it comes out less often than reality TV. We're in the age of brainless content. I'm not gonna lie. Which, I mean, is fine. I don't blame them. I do brainless things. Hell, I literally just said that I've been playing Skyblock recently, and that's literally just a mindless grind as I watch something else on my other monitor. It's just something to do. Let's shut off my brain and just play a game. It is what it is. Not saying that high quality stuff doesn't shine. I mean, look at Shawnee. Like I'm pointing out examples. Stuff even like I mean, I personally don't watch the guy. I don't like how loud of a personality he is, but somebody like Speed. Speed is technically doing high quality content. He's traveling the world doing shit like that. Like that takes a lot of resources and that takes a lot of effort and planning to be able to do. Sure, he might not be doing all the planning himself, and he probably has a bunch of assistants and whatever, but it's not something anybody else is doing nor can realistically replicate. It's the same thing with when Ludwig and Michael Reeves did the blind journey across Japan. You know, that's high quality content that you basically won't see anywhere else. Hopefully I'm not selling things I shouldn't be selling. Yeah, it's hard to like talk about an anomaly such as himself when you... I'm that poor? I thought with the book surely I would be fine. It's fine, we'll make it work. My bad, should have sold the aquamarine and the extra frozen geode. I thought with the book I was totally fine. We'll play it because I'm definitely not starting another run. Like, But like, this isn't even like a me yapping issue. Like, I would have done this exact same thing that you just saw me do with this issue in any other run, because I thought I was totally fine on money. Did I not sell the topazes? Oh, I sold the topazes. Yeah, but it's still 500 gold. 500 gold's 500 gold, you know? $20's a 20, after all. Yeah, I'll have 100 gold in the journal, but I still want to buy 55 strawberries, not 51. Not like I couldn't have gotten the money, especially with the morels down south and a bus stop that looks like this. Oh, I forgot to pick up the journal money. Oh, well. I'm so distracted now. I'm so over the run because I don't have enough money, but at the same time, I know I should continue it. This was spot 4. I think. Yeah. I as well don't enjoy loud, like, YouTubers or, streamers for the most part. That's why I said Speed wasn't my cup of tea, but it's just like, you know, he's an anomaly in the streaming sphere as a whole. People like that, like, at those sizes, rules don't apply to them, or like general like rules don't apply to them, like me or you, in terms of like, not even in terms of like, you know, rules in terms of like rules that apply to what am I trying to say here? They don't get that big because of conventional means. Like, generally speaking, there's a few ways to get popular in the online space, at least in the Twitch and YouTube side of things, which is either being extremely funny or extremely good at a game, are the two polar opposites. There's a little wiggle room for the people who do a little bit of both, who are like decent at a game and are funny, and then bad at a game but are funny. But those are much harder niches to fulfill, where it's like generally a pro player gets much more attention and can pull viewers just by being a pro player, even if they don't have a microphone or are speaking, than like, you know, a random Joe who's also at a high gameplay level but doesn't have the you know, pro, quote unquote, pro experience. So they actually need to be funny. Where and that's like the gaming side of things, because then you also have the like non-gaming side, like the just chatting section. I still don't even understand how the just chatting section works, to be quite honest. I feel like the just chatting section is people just trying to one-up themselves on doing something even more creative or even more stupid than the other person. There was a reason why the hot tub meta became a thing, right? There's also like the, oh, how do I want to say this? I guess the easier way of putting it, there's also the OnlyFans ad people, you know, those people. The ones who are just advertising their OnlyFans. That's another subgroup. You have the you have the YouTube to Twitch pipeline. What am I doing? Like, oh God, I'm fine. I haven't thrown, but I'm like literally just like doing nothing. Nothing wrong with that. Get that bag. No body shaming. No job shaming. No, none of that. I've gone into detail my thoughts about that. It's actually not even like against the people who are doing it. I just find it really funny that there are other Twitch streamers who are complaining about those people being on the sites because they are, quote unquote, taking viewership away from them. Yes, the person who comes onto Twitch to goon, you're losing view. No melon. They were definitely going to be a viewer of yours because they were definitely, you know, not coming to the site to do something else instead. Yeah, again, it's nothing wrong with the OnlyFans people, but I know that some people really dislike them being on the platform because they have the perception of the fact that because they're on the platform, they're stealing viewerships from, or they're stealing potential viewerships from the people who are using the quote unquote platform the right way, which is a gaming website, you know. But again, people who are coming onto Twitch to goon are not going to be watching your shitty ass League of Legends gameplay. Sorry to say. Just saying. It may be a hot take. Maybe a hot take. But yeah. And then, as I said, the you have the YouTube to Twitch pipeline. So the people who This is like the Ludwig. This is like the smaller scale Ludwig. I think Ludwig grew into an anomaly due to his size. And because he was the first to popularize the method. But it's like, you stream on Twitch for kind of short amount of hours. You go into that Twitch stream with a plan. You make a video out of it. And then you post it on YouTube. And then try to get the people from YouTube to watch on your Twitch. That is the YouTube to Twitch pipeline. That was popularized by Ludwig. And that is the most concrete method of becoming popular, in my opinion. As long as you have, you know, like the first set of skills that I explained. Either being really fucking good at a game, being really fucking funny, and or a mixture of both that just, you know, work with each other. Oh, you want to know what the... Okay. They stream from a hot tub. Those must be the shortest stream ever. You want to know what the tech was during that time? It was to put a BRB I'm changing text on your stream and then take like over an hour to quote unquote change. Amaranth did this during the height of its popularity, and when she put that text on her stream, her viewer count went up compared to when she came back onto stream. So you didn't even have to be there. That was the tech. Did it rain on the 7th? Or did it just rain on the 9th, 10th? Or 9th? Oh, it can't rain on the 11th. And 13th. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I didn't know if it rained on the 7th or not. It can't rain on the 11th because it's a holiday. It had to be either the 9th or the 7th or just the 9th. I skipped a book check, but I can just do it on the 28th instead. Didn't rain on the 15th. That's our RNG. That's fine. So I'm gonna go to the traveling cart on the 28th instead. I don't need to bother going out on this day. So you gotta keep in mind when I say all these things, like, the market is so saturated now that it's very hard to get into the market without doing something extremely creative. Where it's like, I much more easily got into the market because I was here first, essentially. Like, somebody could do Stardew Valley content better than me, but it doesn't really matter because I have seniority. And I will just always have that reach, right? Now, obviously, if the person who's making the video makes extensively better shit than me, then people will start like moving. But like, I have to really mess up to lose the audience that I have. And that's more of the difference. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of streamers who a lot of like popular streamers who actually like still get like thousands of views, who would never have made it as a streamer if they started now, if they didn't start back when they did. They never would have gotten as popular because realistically their content is not good and they're just, you know, driving on their name and brand recognition and haven't done anything in the past decade, essentially, in terms of content. Yeah, I have tenure, and I'm like somewhat the same way. I still do a few things at the very least. I didn't upload last year, which was pretty bad. So it's like calling the kettle black, but pot calling the kettle black situation for me, but you know. Okay, well, no, I technically did upload last year. I uploaded my PB in Community Center when I got it in, I want to say, it was early into the year. It was like February. It was like February, and that was the last time I uploaded. Okay, it says I should have a 100% chance of getting a book here. That means I don't know what the book spot is, so I'm just gonna kill this run. What book spot was this? I thought it was 4. I have no focus today. It's fine. Right, a 4? Oh, so it was spot 1. I went on the 12th. Third artful. You know, some days I'm just completely unfocused. We'll lock in tomorrow, okay? We'll lock in tomorrow. Oh, first try artful. I had the wrong one open. Bait and Bobber. I don't know if that's good in year 1. Combat quarterly, Woodcutters weekly. $12, $7, $28. That's not right. What spot was this? Wait, what spot was this? Fall 12th, fall 14th. Spot 8? It could have been, technically. It could have only been spot 8. What? Oh, it was to the right of spot 1. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. December 19th. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So what book would I wanted to see on fall 14th? Fishing for a 70% chance. Woodcutters Weekly. Oh, so Ron was probably just dead. Okay. What are our books? So I guess we could have gotten a spring book. Actually, is there spring books? Summer 19th, fall 12th, winter. Missed that one. That makes sense. It's only 50. Oh wait, that was in year 2. Oh. Oh. I would have missed. It would have missed anyways. We saved time by killing the run there. We saved time, all right, chat. We saved time. We didn't have the books. We saved time. Cope. I'm so out of it. IRL time save. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm too unfocused to be able to actually do a run today. We're gonna lock in tomorrow. We had our yapping day since I was gone the weekend and I needed to talk. We had our fun talks. Tomorrow we're gonna play the game and not get that distracted. And hopefully the game provides. We just we're not playing at a good level today, but that's fine. Today was a trial run. Today was the D-rest after not playing for the weekend. Alright, anyways. I am gonna peace then. I will be back on tomorrow. I will hopefully start at an earlier time. I was really slow at getting up this morning. I would like to be getting up a tad earlier and streaming, honestly, in about an hour earlier than what I'm starting now. I've kind of just fallen into a bad habit of just not wanting to get out of bed for an extra hour. The bed is just so comfy, though. But yeah, other than that, hopefully a little bit earlier tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, I'm gonna peace. So I do appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys joining the stream. I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of your Monday. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, rest of your day. Stay safe out there and just take care. Later. Peace.